We've heard the beginnings, the birth of chaos, the rise of the Titans, the reign of the Olympians. But what if I told you? Greek mythology doesn't end in glory. It ends in silence. Unlike Norse mythology, Greek myth has no official Ragnarök, no final battle etched into stone. And yet, buried in ancient texts and whispered through forgotten prophecies, there is an end. A quiet collapse, a fading of the divine. So how does Greek mythology end? Greek mythology was never a story about happily ever after. It's a cycle of power rising, peaking, then falling. And that cycle begins to fracture with humanity. The gods grow distant, mortals grow bold, heroes begin to rival the gods themselves. Achilles, Heracles, Odysseus. Each generation reaches higher until hubris becomes the norm, and the gods begin to fade. As the classical age of Greece ended, so too did the prominence of the gods. Worship waned, philosophy rose, mortals began to question the heavens. Even in myth, there are signs, stories of Zeus retreating, of oracles going silent, of prophecies left unfulfilled. The age of gods gave way to the age of man. There is one prophecy, lesser known, almost forgotten, spoken by the Erythraean Sibyl. She foretold of a day when the gods would no longer walk the earth, when they would vanish, not with a war, but with a whisper. She spoke of a final god, one who would come, not from Olympus, but beyond. A single truth, a new order. To ancient Greeks living through Roman occupation and the rise of new religions, it must have felt like the prophecy was coming true. The arrival of Christianity was not just a cultural shift, it was a theological extinction event. The old gods were labeled as false, their temples emptied, their names turned to metaphor. Zeus became thunder in literature, Athena a symbol of wisdom, Hades demonized. This wasn't a war, it was erasure. A quiet overwriting of divinity. The gods didn't die, they were forgotten. So, how does it end? Greek mythology ends not with fire or flood, but with silence, a fading of voices, a stilling of power. The immortals lived as long as they were believed in. And when belief faded, so did they. But maybe that's the final lesson of Greek myth, that even gods are vulnerable to time.